Well, I'm starting off this morning at Knight's Landing, and yesterday I came to this point from the Pioneer Trail at Indian Ford, and I came out over here. Today I'm going to be coming onto the trail here and going to Ellis Ford, 2.5 miles. So it's about, I don't know, a little after 9, and it's about 56, 57 degrees. I will say that right now I do not have phone service, so that is something, and I have Verizon. So if you're going to download or open up the All Trails map, you want to do that before you get down here on this road. I started with this bright orange jacket on, but I think I will soon be taking it off. There's definitely some more elevation on this portion than from Indian Ford to Knight's Landing, and I really enjoy this part. It's not bad and it's not difficult at all. It's moderate, but I do like the change in elevation, a little bit up and down stuff. So we have just really gotten started, probably the last 10 minutes. No one else was in the parking lot, so I think I'm probably the only one out here on the trail. So we'll see if we run into anybody else. Here's our first Scully Branch crossing. There we go. And here's one of our blazes, and we are going to take a right turn over here. And there you go. Okay, we are coming up on a tortoise, a gopher turtle hole here. And I used to have some of those in my yard, but they have not been around my yard in a long time. And as you can see, we are still on the blue blazes. This is still part of the Pioneer Trail, and we'll be on blue blazes the whole way. Look up, see how beautiful the day is. This is a sandy trail when the pine needles aren't covering it, but it's not a soft sand, so it's not hard at all to walk in. I like how they take some of the blowdowns and turn them into these log benches, and gives people a place to sit and rest. And then it's got the PT for the Pioneer Trail etched in on the side. Okay, we are coming to Highland Crossing and going up just a little bit. If you stop, the mosquitoes come out, which kind of surprises me because it's been cool. But okay, we have 1.1 to Ellis, so we go on 1.3. I think another 0.3, and we will hit a campground, and that is when I'm going to shed this orange jacket and put it in my backpack. It's been pretty quiet and just really enjoyable. I don't know what it is about being out in the woods, but it's definitely therapeutic. I go through so many thoughts when I'm out here, and ideas and things that I want to achieve and setting goals for myself. It's a magical place out here. I highly recommend it. We just got to the top of Mount Reagan, and it was an incline, steady, but not horrible. But any incline is better than no incline. We're heading down the other way. This is such a pretty part of the trail. I really don't know why I don't do it more often. Okay, We are going to Ellis Ford, but we are going to take this down to Chapman Cap Zone, which is point 1, and one of my favorite campgrounds in the cold, because the mosquitoes down here can get pretty bad. So we'll go down there and share that with you and take off this orange layer. Okay, we're coming up onto Chapman Camp Zone. We have gone 1.6 miles. We have 0.8 to go to get to Ellis, but you have this beautiful view of the creek. So you have access to water. It might look like tea water, but it is clean. You have to obviously filter it, but got a nice little log bench here and a picnic table, which I'm gonna sit at and take off this layer. So just wanted you to enjoy that view. Almost looks like an alligator down there, but it's not. All right, hop back on and keep on moving. I always carry my Garmin Mini. I don't have it turned on right now, but if I need it, it's right there and I can turn it on. And I haven't been using my trekking poles, but I have them with me. So I just have them folded up here, and pine cones just fell. So I have them just in case I need them. I don't know that I need them for walking today, but they're good to cut out to get spider webs out of the way. And if I needed to get something out of my way or protect myself. So that's why I have them with me. We're gonna walk out on this little peninsula so you can get a better view of this creek here. Walk along here. And there's a few places in the state park that you can launch your canoe or kayak and go kayaking down here, or canoeing, which I think would be absolutely beautiful. I'm sure there's a couple places that you have to forage over some down trees and stuff, but I think it'd be a nice trip. Well, coming out of the campsite, it's been all flat, and we had a pretty big climb, or descent, I should say, getting down to the camp. So I don't think I'm too far from the creek on my right. And I've seen some holes dug in the trail. It looks like maybe some armadillos are foraging for some food, but have not seen any critters this morning or people. So it has been a very peaceful walk. Had I not gone to Chapman's camp zone, I would have came down from there, and I am 0.7 from Ellis Ford. So this is normally where I get a little bit messed up, but the signs are there, I just have to pay attention. So I come up this way, and in the past, but probably before they put that log there, I would try to go that way, and I would try to go that way, and you see they put some branches there. But there's a blue blaze right there, and this is the way I go. We're coming to an overlook with a nice bench. Just a little bit of a climb. It's called Taylor's Overlook. And that is the creek again that was over by the campsite. So I think that this part of the trail, Knight's Landing to Ellis Ford, from what I can tell so far, has the most elevation change. So if that's what you're looking for, this is where you come. This is one of my favorite little sections because you've got the cypress roots coming up right before the walkway. And I just think that's really cool. There's some running water here. We are at Chapman's branch, and this would be another good water supply if you needed to filter some more water. We are almost to Ellis Ford, where we'll turn around. I've only hit a couple spider webs, which kind of even surprised me. I didn't think there'd be any out here, but I've ran into a few. Curvy here. So far my heart rate's gotten up to 127 going up some of the inclines. All right, here we have another sign here. Knight's Landing 2.4, Indian 4.9, Chapman 0.8, and Powell Ford 6.2. So that might be another one of my goals. Now this parking lot is, I don't want to say it's brand new, but it is all been redone. That's where you would continue on if you were going to Powell Ford. But we're going to check this parking lot out because I didn't even know that they had improved on this. And my next hike may be from here to Powell Ford and back. So here you have the entrance. There's a fee here. You can get a year-long pass, an annual pass, or you can pay every time that you come in. I definitely think it's worth doing the annual pass. Plus, I think it helps provide resources for them. Okay, so we are here right now, and we came through. We went this way. We were going to come back. We're going to come back this way. Came down here, and that's where we started, at that parking lot. So that's where we've traveled, and we are going to go back the same way. And we are again right by the creek. So, and there is a garbage can here. So that's nice. I really appreciate them doing that. Okay, we're heading back. Okay, that portion took a little over, right at an hour. So we're gonna head back. We won't stop by the campsite this time. And we'll have a couple really good inclines on the way back. So looking forward to getting a little leg workout on that. As you can see, they have an arrow here. I don't think they had there before, but they definitely had that log there, and probably the blue blazes. And I walked right over those logs and kept on going until I realized I was going the wrong way. I was so deep in my thoughts that I really wasn't paying attention. Would not recommend. Well, I just got done with a nice little climb. I got my heart rate up to like 138. It's like a 45-degree incline, maybe even a little bit steeper than that. But as I was getting to the top of it, I saw a deer scoot off. So that was my first sign of wildlife out here in a very long time. We're coming back around to that overlook that I will not stop at, but I just thought that was exciting. I saw a deer. Well, the back end of it, but I still saw it. Okay, here's the intersection of Chapman Camp Zone and the Knight's Landing, and this is where we came out of when we were going towards Ellis but we're gonna go to the right and stay on the Pioneer Trail and not hit the campground. And we start right off with a climb. Okay, we are passing Mount Reagan again, so we have just about an hour, no, I'm sorry. We have about 1.5 miles left, and we are done. My heart rate's gotten up above 130 about 3 times on the way back, so that means that there are at least 3 decent climbs. Nothing treacherous or really, really hard. Just got my heart rate up. So, just passed the turnoff for the campground or the camp zone. So we're gonna head down hill for a little bit and keep on trucking. Okay, we are passing Highland Crossing again, and I feel like from Highland Crossing to Ellis, a lot of mosquitoes right in this spot, is probably where you're going to experience most of your elevation change. But I think from here on out, it should be relatively level with minimum up and downs. I think most of it is from that Highlands Crossing to Ellis. Well, I just went by the Leave No Trace sign, which tells me that we don't have too much further to go. So right now my watch says 4.46. It's supposed to be a 5-mile hike, but I think we're going to be done a little bit earlier than that. And my pace right now is at a 2.9. Okay, we are coming up to the very last sign. Hold on a second. There we go. And we are heading out. I see the little kiosk up there, and that will complete our hike for today. And I'm at 4.83 on my watch, 2.9 pace, and it has been a good day. There we go. And so like I said, there are maps down here that you can take with you. So there you have it. And there is the extension where you continue on to get to Indian Ford, which is another 2.5 miles. And then we'll just walk down this little road right here. You take a left out of there, and the parking lot is at the end of this little road. I don't know if you can see the rails down there, but that's where the parking lot is.